I think it was Autoblock. I was watching someone on YouTube and I saw that they were doing Inferno, but in some weird simulation. So somebody made like a website where you can just practice Zuk without getting to Zuk because, you know, it takes so long to get it. You could just practice right there. So that means if you can do the waves, and this is where you do the practice, you can make the whole Infernal Cape like extremely easy. I mean, it has like everything, like game ticks and the tiles and even like examine text, but I'm not gonna link it because I don't know if it's virus free, so you have to investigate it yourself. But it pretty much works exactly. Even like Jads, like when the Jad spawns, there's like these prayers that you have to pray. It doesn't do the whole animation, but it's a really nice little fun thing to do. You can also put like immortality and all that. So I thought, well, my last attempt to get the Infernal Cape was a couple of years ago, and I thought this was the perfect opportunity to try again. So I sold a lot of my bank. I bought the Eldritch Staff, just a full Justiciar. It was pretty newbie gear. When you look at me, I have like a Bone Crusher on me. I mean, like the Bone Crusher necklace gives plus 12 prayer, which is a lot. If I was wearing like Anguish, that would be minus 9 prayer, and just with the tactics that I'm using, it's not going to do any good. Okay, so the simulator can make the Zuk very easy, but what about the waves themselves? I also made them extremely easy. I used the same tactic that I was using a couple of years ago with Lunar Dream Spell. You see, I have like a regen bracelet, which recovers your HP 2 times quicker, and also have the HP cape, and I think they combine for like 4 times or something. And then there's Lunar Spell called Dream, which will restore your HP 3 times quicker, but I'm not sure how they stack. But basically all of these things combined, it really adds up to a lot. Let's say if your HP goes down to like 10 and you found a safe spot, like hid behind the pillar, and you're like, whew, thank God I did not pop a single Cerebro. Well, it's probably going to take you like only 12 minutes to go from 10 HP to 99 HP. So if you're really careful and start every wave at 99 HP, you can pretty much get all the way to Zuk without using a single brew dose, but probably going to use a little bit. I usually use maybe 1 or 2 Cerebros all the way to wave 69, which is Zuk. So you have pretty much infinite HP, but you also need prayer, and this is where Eldritch Nightmare Staff comes in. Any damage that you deal with a special attack, I think half of it will be given to your prayer points. So if you deal 40 damage, 20 will go to your prayer. And the best part about this, you don't need to be on a specific spell book like I'm on Lunars right now. You can use the staff with no runes and no spell selected. It is incredible, just 1 inventory slot and infinite prayer. You know how satisfying it is once you get to like higher waves and have like 20 prayer remaining, but all of the mobs are like actually mageable. So usually it's those tiny blobs, you can cast a spell. It's usually accurate, especially on the melee one, and you don't even have to unequip the armor. So just cast it with full crystal and it restores like plus 25 prayer for 1 single cast. And sometimes I do it on the Nibblers, depending on which wave it is, because they also have extremely low defense. You can just basically you cast one thing plus 20, plus 10, plus 15, essentially making this also infinite prayer. Now, of course, you combine it with Lightbearer, and suddenly you can just spam these things. Now, the only downside to this method is that you have to wait. Like a lot. Like usually my Inferno runs are 5 hours long. Yes, because if my HP goes to 10 and I have to like rest all the way to 99, like, bro, I'm not gonna drink a Cerebro. Of course, I'm just gonna click on the Dream Spell and just go AFK, go watch YouTube for like 10 minutes, and then ding, Rune Light dings, oh, full HP again, can continue again. Except that later in the waves, if it gets like super difficult, whenever you go from like 10 HP to 99, and then it's like, oh, there's a mage and a ranger, and if you don't know how to lure them properly, which I didn't initially, I would just get down again to like 40 HP. I'm like, oh, you rest again, and on the same wave, you maybe hit like 3 times that ranger, and he damages you again so much you have to rest again. Basically, there was a wave, 1 single wave that took me 37 minutes to complete because of this shenanigans. But then I eventually learned how to split them apart, the major and the ranger. And like I said, my gear was a little bit weird. I was using full crystal armor whenever I needed to range, but I also took full Justiciar, like play body legs, all of it, and I also took a Din's Bulwark, which means that if I equip all of this, I get like plus 450 defense or something crazy like that. So once you get to like really difficult waves, let's say I think it's like waves 61, 62, and especially 63, when there's like all kinds of mobs all in one wave, it is nice to pray from magic and then equip full melee armor. Hopefully it's going to protect you from all the range attacks that will be coming, and there's going to be a lot of them. Now, not only that, but Din's Bulwark also has a special attack. If you cast it, it just attacks multiple enemies. That's it. So, and it also has a very fast attack style, so you can do 1, 2 and just run away, just in case the first special attack did not kill all the Nibblers. So that means, because otherwise I would have to use Chinchompas, and if I use Chinchompas, I don't have an Elysian Spirit Shield or other shield. I would have to use Din's Bulwark, but you cannot do that because you're using a weapon, so that's why it was so good. But then a little problem came from this, because if you're using the Din's Bulwark, which I use pretty much all the time, I think from wave 50 or something, so for like 15 waves, I have to have 100% special attack every time I start a wave just to make it everything easier. The problem is you use the special attack completely, but then you also get damaged while trying to hide behind the pillar. So now you're hiding, you have like 0 special attack, so you cannot use a Sara Godsword to heal yourself. You just basically you have to wait a little bit extra for your special attack to go back up. You feel very confident whenever you start a wave. Full everything, full special attack, bam bam, finish it, and that's it. So wave wise, super easy. It just takes long, which sometimes I rush a little bit too quick and I just die. Yeah, like at wave 50 I die like quite a bit of times, like wave 50, wave 40, it's just like, gotta do this, and then no, good job not waiting extra 5 minutes. Now you ruined the whole 3-hour run that I had to do. So if I do everything correctly, after 5 hours I should finally be reaching Zuk, and usually it's with a lot of supplies. I say usually, but every single time I have like 5 Sara brews or 6 Sara brews, and the same with super restores. Basically, if you look at the inventory, you're like, yep, that is enough to defeat Zuk. So I get to Zuk, and the thing is, I don't get the increased heart rate anymore. That's so nice. Like, I'm just chilling, like, oh, just walking behind the shield. But the whole fight takes a long time. I think it's like 13 minutes or something. I don't have a twisted bow. No, this bow, you have the bone crushing necklace. You're just like barely hitting Zuk. Very inaccurate. And because it takes so long, you're bound, I guess, to do some mistakes from time to time, like not standing behind the shield. Like literally I've been doing this for so long, but sometimes I just one tile off. Maybe I wanted to attack one of the mages or rangers or Jad, and they're just like, oh, nope, was not standing correctly. Dead. It is so annoying because when you die, you're like, oh my god, like either I'm not getting the Infernal Cape or you're about to do another 5-hour run. And every single time you fail, that thought in your head, like, oh my god, 5 hours gone, I guess we're doing another 5 hours. So I did a second attempt at Zuk, and this one was like really incredible because I did everything like so perfectly, all the Jads and all that, you know, like it wasn't too close somewhat. It was just like, wow, this is like going way too easy. And I know that healers are about to spawn because I think they spawn at like 280 HP when Zuk goes down to that. And I was using a blowpipe because it's like super nice. You can walk the shield at the same time while blowpiping, and it worked again so well. And it was the first time ever where I passed healers, and I was like, wait, I've done it. But like everything is going so full, like I'm still full HP, everything like prayers, all that. And of course I had to like drag myself into Zuk, and he just smacked me like 77, and I was like, god damn it. And then I just wanted to give up. I was like, nah, not doing this. Basically I'll go to Zuk like 5 or 6 times, and I just failed every single time. And then I go on simulator and everything goes well. And then I go to Zuk, it doesn't go well. Well, sometimes it does go bad actually in the simulator. So I guess it's not like 100%. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, god damn it, I think I'll have to wear the cheese cape again, or a twisted bow, because I believe if I had a twisted bow, that's where Zuk becomes super easy, right? To just like boom boom, super accurate, super a lot of damage, probably works on Jad as well. Holy cow. Wait, that's why I didn't get the cape. It was not the skill. It was because I did not have a twisted bow. I also wanted to show you some pictures. This is where RuneLite automatically takes them when you die. So you can see like very long times also. You can't always see the waves, but you can see like there's sometimes like 200, 300 minutes. Yes, I think my longest attempt was like 8 hours. So when you do like 300 minutes and then you're like, you just die to some mage or ranger. Bro, like, let's go for 4 more hours. But I do feel like I did learn a lot, because if I look at my original picture when I got, I think, to wave 31, it took me 160 minutes. Yes, that is like 2.5 hours to get all the way to wave 31. It's not that difficult also, because the later waves are way more difficult. So eventually I learned to do it in only 40 minutes. Which probably is still very long, but if you cut the time by 2 hours getting to wave 30, you are in for some quick infernos. I just hate it when sometimes you start and like at wave 13, you get really smacked a couple times, and then you have to rest for the next 8 minutes. In those 8 minutes, I could do like actual genuine 10 waves because it's so early, but then you have to rest. So sometimes I'm like, wait, should I rest or should I just restart the 12 waves? Because that would be quicker actually than you waiting for the HP to regenerate. Well, looks like no cape for me, and I am going to bed. Good night.